Okay, Beau, how you doing? All right, so um, let's have a look at how we get this alien spaceship moving around. I'll show you how to do that. So I want you to follow along with this, please. So I reckon just do a bit of this, stop the video, do what you can, go back to the video, and so on. That's the great thing about video; you can control it all the time. So first thing to do is clear up everything, delete everything out. So you've just got a blank screen. Close anything you need to, and then hit Tab. So what you need to do now is grab or click on a geometry. So go to Black Comp and then go Geometry. Same again, hit Tab. This time go to Camera. Same again, hit Tab. This time go to Light. Click on that, then click again. At any time, just stop the video and work it out or replay if you need to. Then hit Tab again. This time go to Purple and hit Render. Okay, so we've got our geo, which is our torus or donut floating in space. And we've got a light here, which lights it up, and we've got a camera so we can see it. And then it all comes out in the render, which is how we get it to kind of appear in 2D space, or like if we wanted to print something out, then it's similar in a way, going from 3D to 2D. Anyway, doesn't matter for the moment. Okay, so we've got that. Now, what we want to do is move this around. So what we might do is just go to the geo and go to the scale here and make that 0.3. 0.3, 0.3. Put 0.3 in all those boxes, just there along the scale there. So we've just made it about a third of the size. Now the next thing to do is, once again, we hit Tab and we go up to the chop here, the green chop, so we get all of the chops, which are these guys, and we go to LFO. Alright, so here's LFO, and let's do the same thing again. Get another LFO. Alright, now I've just hit the space bar to stop those, but that you don't need to do that. Now if you go to this first LFO, let's go over to its box. Matter of fact, if we can highlight these and move them over here. So LFO 1, and here's the information for it. Let's make this frequency 0.1. And let's make this frequency on LFO 2, so I'm clicking to get the green around it. Let's make it 0.2. So they're moving at different speeds. Now, what I'd like to do is, if I highlight both of these like that with a right click of the mouse, and then I hit A, both of them will look different, but they've both become active. So you see they've gone green. You don't actually have to do them both at once. If I made them as they were before, you can just click on it and hit A, click on it and hit A. Alright, so what that means is that I can now I can drag and drop this and connect it to something. So if I go to the geo, then this is all the information for the geo. Now if I go to this first one, translate here means that we're going to move the object, and any numbers here will move the object left to right, so in the X axis. Any numbers here will go up and down because it's the Y axis, and that's the Z axis there, but we're not going to use that today. So if I grab this and I move it to the X axis, we're going to start moving our torus. And if I do the same thing here and I put that on the y-axis, it's going to start floating around. Now, the reason that it's acting like it is because this one, this LFO and this LFO are moving at different speeds. So it's going to kind of wobble around reasonably randomly, which is kind of what we're after with that UFO. So that's how we've moved that UFO around, doing the same thing to the UFO in your project. Okay, have a play with that, enjoy, and check out what the other guys in the group are doing and see what you can learn from them. Okay, ciao.